Welcome back to another video. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, pull up a chair, watch a few videos, like a few videos. Let's get into it. So a couple of videos that I have done recently kind of talked about relationships, like who deserve a certain type of woman. Spoke about peace in relationships, regrets, whether or not you should have it. I also mentioned a certain YouTuber because of something that she is going through right now. And I think her situation triggered me a little bit, because when I look at it, what she endured and what she is enduring right now, even though she is not in the relationship anymore, it's abuse. Straight up, flat out, it's abuse. And for me, abuse of any kind, any type, in any relationship is triggering for me. Doesn't matter what type of abuse it is. I have been in an abusive relationship before. So I feel like abuse, and it doesn't have to be physical, is triggering for me, because abuse is abuse. And what I have noticed with abusers, doesn't matter what type of abuse it is, what I have noticed with abusers, they all tend to at some point have amnesia. They never seem to remember what they have done. They always seem to think they've done nothing wrong, and they cannot understand what is happening when you call them out on their BS. A couple years ago, I had the opportunity of having a conversation with the person I was in a relationship with. And even up until then, and this happened like over 20 years ago, and even then this person was like, I don't remember that. You don't remember that. To them it was like never happened. I don't remember that. Like, okay, like it never happened. Okay. So it was up to me at that point to be like, you know what? I can't even hold you hostage anymore. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. I had to free my mind of it, like, let you go, because you did nothing. You did nothing. And I'm listening now to this YouTuber giving a recollection of her relationship and when it started, and I'm pinpointing multiple different types of abuse in the relationship. And I'm not gonna say this person did not know her worth, because I think she did. And I'm not going to say that she was stupid. I'm not going to say that. But I think the mistake she made, that a lot of us make, male and females, is we see the yellow flags and we think we can turn them green. We see the red flags and we think we can change them. We think we can change the person. Not realizing that the only person who can change these people are them themselves. And I'm never going to be the person that says a leopard will never change its spot and people won't change, and because people can change, but they have to want to change. Only them and God can come to this. They're the only ones who can have this come to Jesus moment. And only God can touch them. And they decide, hey, I am going to make this change, and change. You can't change them. No matter what you say, you cannot change them. And some people will say someone will only change for who they want to change for. No, they'll only change for themselves, and they'll only do it when they want to change. When they want to change. So even though you'll hear, oh, he changed his life for her, or oh, she changed his life for him. No, they did it for themselves. And they did it when they wanted to do it. So people can change, but it's up to them to make that change. But a lot of us make the mistake of thinking we can change someone. And a lot of us will see yellow flags and think we can turn them green. So I'm never going to say someone is stupid for ignoring certain flags, or they don't know their worth. Because sometimes that's truly not it. Do we stay in situations longer than we should? Absolutely. A lot of us do. And sometimes hindsight is 20/20. Because I might be sitting here looking across the street in somebody else's relationship, and I can pinpoint everything that's going wrong and everything that's... But that person sitting over there in the situation cannot see what I am seeing because they have blinders on. They're not thinking or seeing clearly, because love blinds judgment too. So going in, we have to pray for clarity. But this situation, there were a lot of things. A lot of different abuse that was going on. And of course, the person, amnesia. And I am sure a lot of people, if you talk to them, or a lot of survivors, if you talk to them, if they get the chance to speak to their abusers, they will tell you that the abuser will say, oh, but that didn't happen, or oh, I don't remember this. It's always, no matter what type of abuse it is, whether it's between a mother and child, or a father and child, or it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter the type of relationship. The abuser always pretends as if they have amnesia. Always. I don't know if they block it out or if that's just their way of not admitting to doing something wrong, or that's their way of coping with it, but it is up to you to seek help if you have to, and just, you know, move on. Move on. Find your self-worth and move on. Which is why, for me, it is so important for my daughter to know her worth. For my daughter to be strong. For my daughter to pinpoint the different types of abuse. And to be like, hey, I can see this walking yellow flag from a mile away. We're not doing this. And to be strong enough to walk away from that flag if she sees it coming, like, hey, I'm running for the hills. We're not even gonna, not tolerating this. And sometimes, even at 12 years old, listening to her talk, I'm hoping and praying she stays on the right track, because when I tell you strong-minded, and if she stays on this track, yeah, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with in any relationship if she stays on the track that she's on. But abuse in any way, shape, or form, it's not okay. It's not okay. Not okay. Train your kids properly so they know to walk away from abuse, and so they don't become abusers. I will see you in the next one.